Help support Chris and Zach Attack by liking and sharing all of our content, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for all your latest video game news and updates. Hello friends, it's Chris.
It's Zach.
And welcome to Chris and Zach Quick Attacks.
Quick attack.
This is a show where we discuss a particular topic of interest to us that's happened in the week in a much shorter time span than we normally do. It's about to be 10-15 minutes long versus our normal half an hour to an hour news segments. So in this episode, we're going to go ahead and talk about the Han Solo movie once again.
This is just starting to... It's actually like almost every day there's like a news story that comes out saying like something went wrong on set or something happened on set or like someone got fired. I don't know. It's just crazy. Like you don't hear about this often on movies that haven't come out yet, but this one is like so much is happening. It's like, what are they doing with this movie?
Yeah, it's not looking good. Like, I mean, we haven't really heard much of an issue with this movie other than the fact that, or we haven't heard much of an issue with Star Wars movies, other than the fact that, sadly, tragically, Carrie Fisher has died.
Yeah.
So taking that into account, we've heard that they're going to incorporate some footage that they shot with her into episode 9 rather than kill off the character. They're also going to, they finished filming episode 8 already, so there wasn't really much drama going on set for that. No, I mean, and that's the thing. It's like, okay, I mean, you also look at the directors, like J.J. Abrams. He directed The Force Awakens, and he's a solid director. So I mean, it's like there was no issue there. Mm-hmm. And then the guy who directed Rogue One, can't remember his name. Yeah. But there was no issue there. Nope. And the guy who directed Episode 8, no issue there. Whatever his name is. I think Rian Johnson is the guy who directed Star Wars Episode 8. Rogue One was directed by Gareth Edwards.
Okay, yeah, he's a fine director. He directed Godzilla, so he's a good director. He's directed stuff before. All these directors have directed stuff before. Yep. They've also directed action movies before. And
just real quick, Last Jedi was directed by Rian Johnson. So
Rian Johnson, yes, and then Colin Trevorrow is directing Episode 9. He's the guy who directed Jurassic World. Yep. So I mean, I feel like they're kind of going after these directors. It's not like J.J. Abrams. J.J. Abrams is definitely the standout from this crowd of directors that they've hired. Yes. I feel like they might have. Obviously, they feel like they picked incorrectly with Chris Lord and Phil Miller, or Phil Lord and Chris Miller. I don't remember. Yeah. Phil Lord, Chris Miller. That sounds right.
Chris Miller, Phil Lord. Yeah.
Okay. Yes. So they think that because they fired him. So like we picked wrong. We're fired. They bring on Ron Howard. So that was the first.
So we're talking about Han Solo now. Chris Miller and Phil Lord were the chosen directors for this movie, and they just got fired. Got the boot.
Fired. Ron Howard's brought on. Uh-huh. So it's like, whatever. That's fine. And then this next bit of news is they just came out a couple days ago. Apparently, the directors, before they got fired, they rumored they have turned Han Solo into an Ace Ventura type character.
Yeah, it's absolutely insane. Like, how could you do that? That's that's absolutely great. It's actually, this could be like, if they went along with it, it would have been like fucking amazing. Like how much of a train wreck this would have been.
That's the thing. It's like, how long did they get away with this before someone's like, maybe this isn't the right tone. Maybe we should say something. Yeah, and like the lead.
Actually, the person who did it was the lead actor, Alden. I can't remember. It's Alden Ehrenreich, I believe.
Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah, so he basically is like, maybe this is
Ehrenreich. That's it.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, he came forward to Kathleen Kennedy, and Lauren. On top of that, the Chris and Phil were not we're not in the best terms with Lawrence Kasdan. that we reported on earlier. But Alden Ehrenreich was concerned with how Chris and Phil were taking the direction of the movie.
Which makes sense now.
Which is now rumored to have been Ace Ventura-like character, which
oh my
is
God.
upsetting.
I mean, he could just see him, like, okay, like, basically, like kicks open the door to the cantina and just, like, saunters in like Ace Ventura. I mean, It's like, this is... I would have loved to have seen that. Oh, my God.
Alrighty then. Who shot first?
Oh, God. I mean, it would have been, ridiculous. That's crazy to me.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, I was going to look up, too, who are the other casting choices for Han Solo?
For the Han Solo?
Because
they went through a bunch.
One of them I was really hoping would get it.
They went through a bunch of people. I mean, that was a huge casting for that. I mean, that's like them casting Spider-Man.
Yeah,
Giant.
It was just fucking huge. Which, honestly, I don't think Alden Ehrenreich really looks like Han, or looks like Harrison Ford. I would have picked the guy from... What's it called? Oh, what was that movie called? The Kingsman.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I would have picked that guy. Which, I can't remember what
he's solid.
Kingsman.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like, maybe he had, like, a really good audition, or, like, maybe he's just a solid actor and they saw something in him. Because, I mean, obviously, he's kind of... I mean, he's not unknown, but he's sort of an unknown actor. He hasn't really been in a whole lot.
Yeah, well, he was in Hail Caesar.
Yeah. So I feel like they picked him because it's like we're kind of do what we did with The Force Awakens when they cast Daisy Ridley. When they cast her, she wasn't really in a whole lot before The Force Awakens. She was an actress, but she wasn't like a household name. So they cast her, be like, oh, she's a solid actress. She hasn't been in a whole lot. We're going to cast her in this. That's what they did for the original Star Wars.
It's what they do with all the Star Wars. It's what they're doing with all the Star Wars now, because they did the same thing with Rogue One. None of the actors there were really, like, fresh in your minds. Yeah. But, Taron Egerton was the actor.
Yeah, he's solid.
He's a solid actor. I thought like he could pull off Harrison Ford pretty well if he was cast.
Maybe he couldn't ditch the British accent well enough.
That's probably what it was. Anyway, so yeah, on top of the Ace Ventura Han Solo that we could have gotten,
oh God, I wish.
There was an acting coach brought in for Alden Ehrenreich.
Yeah,
so
just to, like, maybe he wasn't, because I mean it's tough because you're hiring a new person to play someone that already exists. You're basically you're trying to get this young kid to play Harrison Ford's Han Solo. It's like that's a lot to live up to. I mean, Han Solo is one of the most memorable characters in cinema.
Absolutely.
And you're trying to get some guy to basically play them perfectly, which is a lot to ask for. I mean, It's like you got to get the manners and stuff, you got to get the voice down. I mean, and then you got to put your own character and your own acting experience into it. That's just a lot to ask for from one guy. So I could see them bringing in an acting coach if he wasn't quite nailing it, but this is just adding up to a lot of scary stuff on this movie, and it's coming out relatively soon. I mean, it's still slated for May 25th, 2018. That's coming up pretty fast. I mean,
it's 11 months away.
Yeah.
Maybe 10 now. I think it's 10 months away. 10 months away. Actually, no, closer to 11. 11 months away. And it's despite what you may think, that does come by pretty fast. Because we got episode 8 coming out this holiday season.
Yeah.
And
that's the next one.
Right after is the next one, is the Han Solo film.
Yeah, so you said I think you said there's like 2 more weeks of like principal photography, so that's like the initial shooting.
Yep. So as of Thursday, Thursday a week ago.
This was the last week.
When Ron Howard was hired, as of that day, there was 3.5 weeks left of principal photography. Now there's 2.5 weeks left. As we are talking right now, there's 2.5 weeks left. along with 5 weeks of reshoots later on this year. So
yeah, see that's tough.
It is really tough, especially if what we have so far is Ace Ventura in space.
Oh God! And then okay, so then they finish everything, they finish the reshoots, and then you got to edit the film. That takes a long time, and you got to do the special effects. That takes a long time.
Yep.
And all that stuff, and then the marketing for it. I mean, I'm so scared about this release date. I feel like they could just easily push this back or something. I feel like at this point they should push it back.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Is pushing a movie release date back like as easy as pushing a game release date back?
I don't know, man. They're Disney. They got enough money to do it.
I suppose. Yeah, you're probably right. But yeah, I mean, there was reshoots for Rogue One too.
Oh yeah, I mean, there's always reshoots. Every big movie is gonna have reshoots. I mean,
yeah, because they said the tone for Rogue One wasn't at what they were looking for, and they had to lighten it up a little bit. Yeah. But at the same time, like, I mean, it was all right. It was an okay movie.
Yeah. So. I mean, it helps. It helps if the initial shooting schedule, if everything goes smoothly, and then you do the reshoots and they go smoothly. It helps if what you have to work with is already a good product.
Yep.
So I mean, if they're working with like a broken product already with Han Solo, and then the reshoots can only help it so much. If it's already broken, just trying to throw more on and trying to change it, it just doesn't help.
Yeah, that's definitely for sure. But yeah, hopefully it turns out all right. By the way, all this information we got was broken out on Reddit via a website called Inquisitor.com.
Okay.
So just wanted to shout that out.
Yeah.
That's kind of where we got our information from. So, but yeah, that's going to do it for this episode. Stay tuned for more videos from your buddies Chris and Zach, and we will see you guys next time.
Bye.
Hey everyone, thanks for watching the video.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
And follow us on the Twitter, ChrisAndZachAttack. Follow us on Instagram, ChrisAndZachAttack. And follow us on Twitch, SgtMajorCool.
Zach Attack 4131.
And Chris and Zach Attack, the joined community channel.
That's us.
And thanks for watching. Everything you do will help us rise to the top.